My name is Mark Forsey, and I'd like to welcome you to Novell Identity Manager 3.6 New Features. So as we get into Identity Manager and you update the Identity Manager iManager plugins, you notice here that there's not a lot of big differences, but some of the things that they've done we'll talk about is you get the driver health configuration and you get the new driver set dashboard. So these two items here are new to Identity Manager 3.6. And you notice we've had Object Inspector, Driver Cache Inspector, and Driver Inspector. We received those updates with Identity Manager 3.5.1. So they're not necessarily new, but they are fairly recent. So we are going to look at the driver health configuration and the dashboard. This is basically the overview of Identity Manager 3.5. We've been used to this. It's fairly similar to even 3.0. So this has been the standard view within iManager with the 3.5 version. They've enhanced this experience with 3.6 to actually make it easier to do administration on the driver set. And you'll notice here when you come in, you see your driver set and you see your list of drivers here on the left hand side. And what will happen is basically when you click and want to configure a driver, basically when you click on that driver it'll show up on the right hand part of your screen. And so basically you never lose the view of your identity vault. That view on the left will always be present, and basically you will do your modifications on the right. And like I said, we're going to go in here, break out, and actually show you some of this demo here in just a minute. The actual driver overview, where you get specifically working on the driver, you can modify policies, filters, or any driver configuration, hasn't changed that much from 3.5 to 3.6. You'll notice that you still have the export, migrate, and synchronize option. And basically what they've done is they've actually allowed you to put the DirectSmell script tracing feature and the choice of the servers there. Now, one thing about the DirectSmell script tracing, this was actually implemented in 3.5 and 3.5.1, is it actually allows you to disable all trace scripting if you wanted to, and then you can go in and actually turn on what policies or what rules you want to enable for tracing. And that makes it nice because you can kind of clean up a little bit of how much information you're actually tracing, and so you can actually turn it off per channel, either publisher or subscriber, and then go in and actually choose the individual logging that you want to do per rule. So this is the new feature of within iManager. It's called the driver set dashboard, and a really nice feature. And what this does for us is basically monitors all the drivers. And basically what this will do is this is give us a live report of the current events that are actually processing through the drivers. So if I wanted to go in and see what a day's report is, I could actually go in and look at the driver set dashboard and see that I had, this many adds or this many modifies or renames or, removes or things like that. So you can actually see here basically what the size of the cache file is and how many is unprocessed, so you can actually see what the driver's processing at that time, and then it'll show you the type of event that's being processed or has processed through the driver. So it just gives you an overall dashboard look of what's happening within your identity management system.